Hello everyone. So this is the development log for YAS, or All You Can Eat, for the 9th of March 2026. It's been 2 weeks since my last devlog. I've added a bunch of cards and reworked a bunch of UI. Starting with the cheese slice, for instance. Cheese slice, so usually you can discard card to gain energy, and the cheese slice gives you even more energy when you discard. It is basically a boost of energy. Then there is the cauliflower, which is going to copy the money for its attack. So right now it would do 6 damage. I'll demonstrate it a bit later. Something that some cool card that I did, which I really like, is the box of donuts, which is basically 3 cards in one. So I'm gonna play it, and I have to choose one of 3 cards. For instance, I could choose the sprinkle donut, who is going to give me money, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it transforms into a sprinkle donut that gain 1 money. And I can choose the chocolate donut instead. Transform, and the chocolate donut is an attack card, basically. I've moved the fast forward up in the screen, and also like it functions a little bit different. I've redone the end turn button. It is a bit nicer now with a nice animation. Then what's next? The strawberry Popsicle is a card that upgrades a card in your hand. So if I play it, it's gonna select a random card in my hand and upgrade it. So if I go maybe a bit slower, so yeah, it selected the ice cube, and here it is. So the ice cube now, first it frees just 1 item, and upgraded it can freeze up to 2. What else? I've done the ketchup. The ketchup is a simple card that buffs 1 card on the field. So if I select it and then select, for instance, the crescent, yeah, it can buff, and so now it should do a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more of damage. Also, I've changed, so the pomegranate was previously the popcorn, but didn't feel right. So I changed it for that fruit. And so what this card does is when you activate it, it buffs itself and then goes in the opponent lane. And if you end the turn with it on your board, then it attacks you. So I'm gonna... I've activated it, and so it went on the other side, and I can place another card to block it so the opponent cannot switch it into my side. So for instance, I'm gonna place a plain donut, which is a big tanky card, for instance. So yeah, here it is, and end the turn. It does nothing. Discard attack. This card is going to discard this one as well. Okay. What else? So yeah, the pomegranate, the opponent wasn't able to switch from the other side, so it did damage to him. The rice bowl by default does no damage, but if I discard it, on top of the energy that I gain, it buffed itself by 2, so now it's gonna do 2 damage, and so on and so forth. There is also the onion. So the onion is a card to delete card on the board. So if I select that card is now deleted. And there is the full onion that can select up to 2 cards. So this is the basic onion, And if I add myself, for instance, the chocolate popsicle to my hand, I'm gonna add one to my hand. So the chocolate popsicle upgrades one card from my hand that I selected. So I'm gonna place it there and select the onion. And now it becomes a full onion that can discard, that can destroy up to 2 cards on the board. And for instance, let's say that, oh, I don't want a pomegranate and I don't want the chocolate popsicle, so I can play this card, select those 2 cards, and here it is. And those 2 cards are now deleted. Finally, the last card that I want to showcase is a card that is in the shop. So if I buy, for instance, the honey that gives me health, I've set it up so the next card should be the soda here. And what the soda does is at the end of my turn, it's going to attack one of my lane. And at the end of the opponent turn, it's going to attack him until someone finally buys it to remove it from the board. So I end my turn, I'm attacking, and then it's gonna activate, yeah. And so it does 1 damage to me, and it could have, like, for instance, damage the crescent or something. Yeah, so that's the version 0.9.2 of the AYCE project. Yeah. Here it is.